All right, it's 5 o'clock. We'll stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Is there anyone that would like to speak to the board tonight? Okay. Seeing none. Number 4, we have a public hearing regarding the tax abatement for new home construction. Is that going to be Mike or? Oh, anyone wants to talk. Okay. Any comments? Okay, we'll move on to the most important part, celebrating our successes. Gigi. Mike would like you to come up here, you know, so.
Come on up, Gigi. Gigi, you have done a tremendous job for us the last couple of years, so let's get a picture. Good. So we have had a student representative on the boards for a number of years now, and your insight, I can speak for myself. I think the board could probably speak for themselves as well, but your insight into how things impact students has been invaluable to the board and to the administration when decisions are made regarding the entire district. Your poise, your thoughtfulness, and your willingness to really speak up has been a tremendous asset to the board, and I just want to thank you for that. And you've been a great student board member.
Thank you.
You bet.
You know, thank you.
And you are going to
Yep. Where are you going?
school?
The University of Minnesota in City.
Twin Cities. You're not going into agriculture?
I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to start in food systems.
Okay.
So maybe.
You'll probably have a class or two in St. Paul then, so. I just got to put an aside since mom and dad aren't here. I was working with them back before, let's say mom was carrying you. So it's been fun to watch you on the board. And again, we all thank you for your input and being part of us. So great luck for you. Come back and say hi.
I can top that. I think
Okay.
I was familiar with the manager before her mother was involved. And it has been a pleasure being neighbors to
Yep.
that family.
It's,
Just another question. I have been, I couldn't have this in my report, I suppose, but I've gotten a lot of comments from students about how valuable our college and the schools and AP courses are and it's getting to be more of a factor with the escalating costs of college.
Absolutely.
So have you think anything to add to that?
I think the CIS, the college and school classes, are really phenomenal. It's great just getting those credits for passing the classes. The AP classes are really great too. Those are amazing. I think they're really awesome.
CIS is a known quantity.
CIS is
You pass the classes on
definitely
your
the
transcript.
top notch if you can get that. Go for it. So that's awesome that we do that.
Well, it's a little late for me to go for it.
Yeah.
But like adding classes and
Yeah.
having teachers who can do that is awesome for the kids.
Okay.
how's everything transferred for you?
So I have my 3 older siblings have all gone there and they've gotten, I think, pretty much everything.
Good.
There's been a couple times when they have to send in the syllabus, but they get it.
Good. I know our kids, my 3 had differing, they all transferred, but some counted more than others. And I would think within our system at the University of Minnesota, they were out of state, but I figured it would be good, but.
Yeah, the CIS classes transfer, at least for the university and a lot of the public schools, they transfer just right over, but the AP test, you have to get that certain score. So like the econ test, I have to get a 4, and for like the English test, I have to get a 3. So schools change it depending.
There are some universities that are a bit resentful, I think, of the AP.
Yeah, not everybody accepts
No,
it.
they won't accept them, period.
Well, thank you. All right, number 6, approval of today's agenda. Okay, any discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, the same? Okay. All right, reports, Dr. Funk.
Let's see, consent items.
Oh, no, I did. I hit those. We just voted on them.
Approved agenda.
Oh, my bad. You're bad. You're right. Thank you. Number 6, consent items. All right, good. It's good. Somebody asked it. Looking for a motion on the consent items.
So moved.
Okay, Neil, a second?
I'll second.
And Kim, any discussion on that? If none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, the same. Motion carries. All right. Now we're online. Dr. Funk.
Just a quick presentation for you tonight, or quick report. The legislature at 6:30 last night, they had a press conference with the governor. They've approved 2 and 2. That's what we built our budget upon, which I'll have you approve next month. So we guessed right on that. $540 million. The other thing that will be impactful for the district is the House, which is Democratic control, is recommending $90 million for special education, which would really help us out with that cross-subsidy issue here in Albert Lea. I will be attending a meeting on Thursday where I'm going to get more specifics on some of the policy language, and hopefully we'll see a run on what the financial impact will be for the district. But this was the prediction that we made, and it's right on with what we're budgeting.
All right, thank you. All right, school board reports. Let's start with Dennis.
We did last time.
Oh, did we?
That's Neil's,
Hey.
all of Neil's thunder.
But guess what? Dennis, you're up.
I agree with you,
I knew you'd like that. Oh,
because we'll have meetings before next.
you will. Okay, I will defer. Kim, go for it.
Hey, I'll go whenever. Okay. I attended the Big Nine Music Festival. It was amazing, and it was great air conditioning. We had to wear sweaters. It was working very well. It was really cool to see Mr. Dibble be able to direct the Star Spangled Banner. I thought that was really neat to incorporate him in that. I attended the Education Foundation meeting as well, and the ALC graduation. And I did not attend the business ed this last month. I think that's it for me.
Okay. Neil.
You didn't mention the commencement. I did not attend the ALC because of conflicts at home, but was at the high school commencement next day, and that was refreshing to not have to listen to the barn fans. Try to hear the speakers over the din of that racket. And I was impressed with the I think I said this every year. I don't know if it's different when you're on the stage than it is if you're out in the audience, but I thought I was impressed with the demeanor of everyone and the dignity of the event. So that was good. Let's see. I had something else in my mind. I can't think of it. Senility setting in. Well, that's good.
Okay. Thank you. Jill.
Thank you. I attended the ALC graduation as well, so wonderful time. And the high school graduation, attended that as well. And as the students were walking out, exiting the building, the thought crossed my mind that I've been sitting on the board from the time they were kindergartners. So kindergartners through seniors was really an impactful feeling for me. And so I'd like to thank the community for giving me that opportunity to serve. Thank you.
Good. Thanks. Angie.
Okay. I attended the ALC commencement and the high school commencement. Those are my 2 favorite nights of the year as a school board member, so honored to be part of those. And then Southwest had a barbecue, and I attended that as a parent, and that was really cool, and I'm really glad that they did that. And some of the comments from the other parents were, wow, we kind of thought after, elementary that we wouldn't have things like this, and we're so excited that we still get to. So that was really cool to be able to be a part of that. So I'm very grateful, and I think all the other parents were as well.
Dennis?
So I attended the business ed. I think Neil and I were there. A lot of end of the year stuff, nothing really major. And then Education Foundation. Just my only comment there is there's some unique dynamics going on that we need to continue to work with and help pull everybody on the same page in the right direction. I think there's so many good people there, but we just got to make sure that happens. So that'll be good. I was able to get to both commencements. Again, I apologize for missing the workshop that 2 weeks ago now, but I'm back, so that's good. Get to meet with Paul, the activities director, on Wednesday. He's got a meeting. He's trying to pull all of the coaches together. I'm excited to see that and see the direction with that. I was able to get to First Lutheran to see the Big Nine, and get to see Albert Lee. There are some amazing kids in our schools, and we always seem to look on the athletic side, but the extracurricular, the activities that our youth are involved with is just astounding. Credit to all of them and all that they do, and for a smaller community to be involved in so many things and do such a good job, it's a credit to the whole school system we have here and everybody that works with them.
Okay, let's see, besides that, it was a privilege again to be at both graduations. And then I also took the liberty and probably had as much fun or more fun at the after grad party. It was something I chaired for 7 years, many years ago, and it's just fun to go back and see in the seniors at their last chance to all get together and run around and play and climb on walls and, win prizes and all sorts of stuff. So that was a lot of fun. Also had my quarterly meeting with the Minnesota State School Board Association Insurance Trust. And today had the privilege of being out at the high school for some Division III scholarship signings or national letters of intent signing, and got to stand in as the football coach with Cole. So that was a lot of fun.
And thank you for giving the address, and congratulations, you did a fine job.
Well, thank you. It's fun talking to those kids. I guess, as you probably noticed, I knew more than one or two. So it was fun. So Hillary, I'm sorry, Gigi's first. I don't want to jump out of order here again.
That's okay. So yeah, we had all of the final concerts. All the music is really great, and Big Nine was great too. It was really fun having it here and not having to drive 2 hours and 5 a.m., so that was great. And then, let's see, marching band is going to be this summer, so we don't start till the end of June, but that's something else to look forward to. And I, too, attended commencement. That was a fun time. The air conditioning was appreciated, because I've been in the orchestra every year, too, so definitely was an improvement there. And then track is getting ready to do the sections in Big Nine with all the spring sports. So.
Okay, let's go to number 9, curriculum and instruction. Anything there?
Nope, nothing till 11.
Okay, and then safe and healthy schools, looks like the same. All right, effective and efficient operations, resolution of property tax abatement. Dr. Funk?
We have a resolution in front of you for a property tax or property that's been purchased, Raymond and Patty Madrigal, and it is new construction at 1500 Ashley Court, and this is just part of the process for the the abatement that we've been doing for a number of properties this school year.
Any on that? If not, we will vote. I need a motion. Move to approve. Dennis, second. Any discussion? If not,
Just one other discussion. I see Bev Laus is on there. Is there another, is that just the two of them? Okay.
okay. All right. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, the same. Okay. Approval of Albert Lee Schools Executive Director Financial Operations Master Agreement. Dr. Funk.
I think Kathy emailed you the particulars last week on this. All I can tell you is that Austin did not have a finance director for about 5 months. These people, state of Minnesota has the most complex school finance system in the nation. And for us to be able to hire somebody, and not only hire somebody, but hire somebody who actually lives within our school district is, it's very, very, very fortunate that we're able to do this. So Jennifer Walsh is the recommended individual. Jennifer has been working in school finance. I think she was Byron School Finance Director for a number of years, and most recently she's been at Faribault here in the Big Nine, and it's a great opportunity. She can shorten her commute, and I had a discussion with a few folks about her. I checked a couple of her references, and stellar reputation. So recommend approval.
Okay. Motion was made by Neil to approve her hiring for Jennifer Walsh. Is there a second? Kim, second, and discussion.
It sounds like a great candidate, and looking forward to her joining the district. I do have some thoughts about the contract itself. I understand she's coming in at one rate of pay, which is slightly above the Big Nine average for certain negotiations that had happened. But over the 2 years, then it looks like she'll have like a 4.1 increase there within those 2 years, and so that's rather concerning for me, just because we're bringing her in at a rather high rate, and then also increasing, and I'm just wondering, if we'll be able to do that same kind of increase for other bargaining units that we would have in the district. And so I would want this to be something that would be a morale booster for everybody, and maybe not something that would be not equally given to other bargaining unit type of employees. Also, the vacation looked like it was 5 weeks of vacation in addition to holidays, et cetera, and that to me seems a little high for someone just starting with the district. So I do have just some concerns with the level of the contract itself. Thank you.
The increase is right around 2%, might be 2.1. Most of our contracts come in year to year to year, right around 2%. So it's not outside the norm there. The individual is giving up severance. They're giving up post-retirement health insurance, and the incumbent receives 25 days of vacation. And so for somebody to leave their district and come someplace else, that's where we're at. I don't know the specifics on that, Neil. Yeah, some of them, a lot of them have severance pay. Yes.
Any other discussion at all?
I just
Or-
wanted to thank Kathy for sending out the details. It's helpful for us to make decisions when we have those details, so thank you.
All right, hearing no other discussion, I'll look for a motion to approve. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, you're right, Jessica. Now I'm looking for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, the same. Okay, motion carries. 11.3, school calendar adjustment for school year 2018-19. Dr. Funk?
So what we have with this is we have early, voluntary pre-K is the issue for the district. So we have voluntary pre-K, so without having to, with utilizing our e-learning days, with utilizing, well, the 10 or 11 days, the 11 days that we missed, we are still a few days short for voluntary pre-K because of some late starts we had. If we were late starts, they didn't come. So to help overcome that so that we can get the full aid for voluntary pre-K, we're recommending 3 days be waived according to the language that the legislature provided. By doing this, we will also be able to make sure that the bus company pays their bus drivers for those 3 days. The Chartwell's people will get paid for those 3 days, and people who are on independent contracts who don't have snow day language in them would also be able to receive payment for those 3 days throughout the district. So our recommendation to you is to approve the 3 days for the calendar adjustment moving forward here. It's for the current school year, 18-19.
Is there was there any thought given to more than 3 days? And how would that impact like bus drivers, et cetera?
Well, I mean, we looked at 3 days is what we needed as a school district to meet the threshold for the state. We didn't talk a lot about more than that.
Dennis moves to approve. Is there a second on the motion?
Second.
Angie says second. Any more discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, the same. Okay, passes 6-0. 11.4, approval for the 2019-20 Sourcewell Health Partners Health Insurance Renewal. Dr. Funk?
We discussed this at the study session. Go ahead to the next slide, Ashley. And you can see the different renewal rates over the years. The increase is 10% this year. What I failed to mention the last time we talked is currently we have 3 options that we offer, 3 different deductibles that we offer the staff. And one of the ideas that we are exploring for next year is either to replace one of these options or provide another option that would have a non-mail component to it that might be of interest to some people who live out of town and don't necessarily doctor at mail. And so if we do that, that will have an impact on future rates moving forward. They're still fleshing out how that would look, the service cooperative, but that is something that we've had conversations with them on, and that's something they think is doable. They're just trying to figure out the best way to do it at this point in time. So the service co-op, NJPA, or Sourcewell, yep, they're the ones who we purchase our insurance through. And so they're from northern Minnesota, so they don't have a lot of mail. We're their biggest mail provider down here. So that is something we are looking at as for an option when we look at the renewal for next year.
Involve a specific
Any provider.
Any provider outside of Mayo.
Correct.
How many other like bids or anything that did you guys get for this round, or none this time?
Yeah, I don't think we received any others at this point, this year. And that's another thing that Intelligence is recommending, two things. One, we look at potential non-mail option, and two, next time we're up for renewal, we go out and see what we can get, or we go and solicit more bids. We did that a number of years ago, I think when we had the 20% increase, and then you see the next year it was a 0. So we feel that might be, this might be coming to be an opportune time to do that.
So then now again, as we look at the 10.08% increase on average here for the next year, is that really 3.08 to the participants then?
It's, I believe, 7.5% is, for the teachers, is the first 7.5% of the single is picked up by the school district, the single contribution according to the contract language. So it's about a 2.5, a little over 2.5% on the single coverage. And I'm not sure on the rest of all the bargaining units.
No, I would just, when you look at that on an average over that 9 years too, it's under that. I mean, it's always fortunate to have a 0%, but we all know in health insurance that's not very likely. We've done pretty well, actually.
And again, we want to keep the rates low for everybody, because if the premiums go up, all right, that means we have to, in the district's paying the first 7.5%, that district's the money's flowing that way. So it's in everybody's interest to be, consumer-driven, utilizers of the plan. It is. I don't have the current numbers in front of us, but, I think last year, the utilization cost, two cost savings there. One, visits to the clinic don't go on the claims history. And the second thing is that the visits to the clinic are significantly cheaper since it's a Health Partners provider, as opposed to going downtown where an office visit may cost a lot more money than it is. So those are the two areas we're saving money in.
So did you indicate last time that there was a significant amount of claims for hospital, right?
High claims drive this. So big hospitalizations are the reasons why we have the significant increase.
Okay, I would look for a motion to approve the contract for 1920 with Sourcewell Health Partners.
I'll second.
Any other discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, the same. Okay, passes 6-0. All right, number 12, closed session pursuant to Minnesota Statute Section 13D.03, labor negotiations. So we'll close the meeting. Okay, I need a motion for that, my bad. Yeah, it is. You got a motion and a second? I'll second that. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Pose the same. All right, thank you. Close.